Hi everybody, I'm a little nervous. I don't know if I've got my phone right. We're just gonna have to go with it. It's a nice, warm, beautiful day in Vermont. Somebody's having a problem. There was just a lot of emergency vehicles going by. Excuse my face if I don't look so pretty, but it's kind of like a lazy day. It's very warm here, which is awesome. So you're hearing a lot of fans. Normally you will hear just like the air purifier I have running, but now I've got a oscillating stand-up fan that I got really cheap. That turned into a very expensive fan because it took me so long to put together. So funny. I think I need to bring water closer to me. So, today we're working with a big piece of 16 by 20. I really want to get into this one here, but I don't know if we're going to do that today or what. I just don't know. I don't like it. I've had it for years, and I just still don't like it. I usually had the orientation this way, and it just got so muddy. And if you have any tips on how to make this flat again so that I can pour on it, holler at your girl. If you don't have any tips, eventually I'm just going to get into it and do the thing. So anyway, recently if you watched any of my recent videos, I painted the walls of one of the units, one of the places that I manage for rent. And the blue that I got the lightest blue-white I could find, right? Like the lightest in the mix because I just, wanted some. This blue dries a little darker. It's very beautiful. The apartment came out gorgeous, and I'm really excited about that. And I was going to, I need to have touch-up paint there, so I went and got a gallon of it, thinking I was going to open it and use it. But I was able to do the second coat without doing that, and the touch-ups without doing that. So I just need to go get a pint for when we go up to maintain the property. If people get scuff marks or anything like that that we can't get off with a magic eraser, that we have a little paint that we can touch up. So I decided to keep the gallon that I got to use as a base. Now this is Do It Best Hardware, their own brand. And it's a self-priming eggshell interior latex with a bright white base in that beautiful color. And we're gonna use that as the base on my canvas. I am going back at the greens, blues, and yellows. I'm still trying to do more of that dandelion effect. Doesn't mean that's what's gonna happen. And that's okay. I just want to keep trying. And so I mixed up some more green here. That's just a mix of grains galore. Some regular blue with a little white added to it. Some white. A little gold. The bright yellow, the Cambion yellow. And some Lamp Black by Amsterdam. This could be exciting. They're all about the same consistency. I'm really bad with consistencies, which sucks. Sometimes I think it's so perfect, and then I see things going ways I don't want it to go. Oh well. I still make beautiful art, and I still love it. It's just sometimes it can be frustrating, and the last one that I did with you guys frustrated me. However, behold this beautiful thing. I'm in love with it, but I don't see not one dandelion. But I think it's gorgeous. And this is gonna pop, snapple, and crack when it has some beautiful, beautiful stone coat, art coat on it. That's the epoxy I prefer. It is non-VOC. You can use it without wearing a mask. That's really important. And I explained to you why. Because I started with them. And then one day I just got this epoxy bug in me and I didn't have any because, you know, decent epoxy is not cheap. It's definitely worth it though. And I was at a Michael's or whatever, some art supply store in Maine. And I decided to get the non-VOC epoxy they had to do a side table that I had painted on. Before I knew what was happening, I was getting poisoned by it. It was VOC. There was problems. I had to leave the room. And being so used to working with stone coat, not having to do that, I kind of like, I haven't epoxied in a long time, but I have a feeling that it's like a damage that happens and that you got to be careful after that. So now I will only epoxy with them and with an air purifier nearby and a mask nearby if I feel like I'm smelling this too much, because I never smelled it until I poisoned myself with the bad stuff. So try to get Stone Coat. I am an affiliate with them. I will try to locate my link and put it in there, but if in the description, but if you don't feel like, you know, worrying about that right now, just go to stonecoatcountertops.com. They're my favorite. Art Coat is the most durable. They use it for counters, for all sorts of stuff. Art Coat is a high UV rating. It gives you 45 minutes of playtime, which is really great when it comes to epoxy. And so anyway, enough pitching. Stone Coat. This is going to be beautiful with some Stone Coat on it. And I can't wait to get some because I want to teach you how to coat something this small that I've discovered. I don't know if I may have videos in the past of it. I'm trying to think of who taught me this. It's been a minute. Somebody taught me it though. Because I was doing like regular epoxy pours on top of my art and using a lot of propane torch and a lot of and having struggles with that and taping it off and then peeling it to get the drip edge. And somebody I learned on YouTube, I will try to find it, taught me just pour it on and rub it in with a gloved hand. And it's near flawless as long as there's no silicone in it. You've got silicone in that paint, epoxy is probably not something you want to put on it, because I've never been successful at cleaning the silicone up. Not with epoxy. It resists it, and you'll have holes. I'm trying to think, do I have one hanging up here? I probably do. Where like it's just a little spot that no matter how much epoxy I put on it, it didn't cover it. So, like for instance, that painting I just showed you, that obviously has silicone in it. And it's one of the first paintings I ever did. So, that actually has to go in the shower. It has to be washed with dish soap and dried before I go in with any other medium on that. Especially because I love the way epoxy finishes a painting. So much. It's crazy. All right, let's get into it. So 16 by 20, I'm going to use this beautiful blue as my base. And I did get a blow dryer that probably helped me push it around. My problem is I don't know where my extension cord is. And that would be quite a haul. Unless it's just right there. It's not. This is the moving blues, when you just can't find everything you've got. And you don't even know how much is still in storage. And it's a little nerve-wracking. I will do a quick look though right here. I've got an industrial power cord. I don't really think I need that though. Yeah, I have no idea where it is. So I'm going to spread it with a spatula. And yeah, I'll do it that way. In my mind, mixing these paints, I went through a million different techniques in my brain. So I'm just going to make sure that I have a lot of fun with this. I am not going to be overly concerned, here they come again, with what's that word? Composition. But I'm still inspired by them. And they're still out there. It's beautiful. Beautiful. I took some pictures today. Went for a nice drive with Fancy because we're bored. There's no work to do out in the world. And even though I have plenty I could do here, I don't want to climb up and down stairs today. I don't. So, anyway. I got a gallon of this. I got one of these handy dandy pourer thingies, which is awesome. I was actually going to paint my bedroom today with a dark gray Oops paint that I purchased and this on the ceilings, but I don't feel like doing that. And the cat and the dog are being super cute. The cat just laid down and went to reach out to her, and she's like, I don't think so, buddy. Go in your chair. Did you see me jump? That's cute. All right, so let me get this open, put that top on, and get you into it. I have something else on the way. Oh, I have a Amsterdam white. Those two, I mean, if you have nothing else and you're a poor artist, get yourself some Amsterdam standard paint. Black and white minimum. I really liked the pewter I used to have. I loved it. I'm pretty sure I used it all up though, so that's good. So this is brand new, but let me get a stick. I want to stir it. It seems like it's separated a little bit. And you can see why I want to paint, because the last tenant, they filled their holes, but they didn't. They went and touched up paint with the wrong colors and stuff, so I've got these little patches all over the place. But at the same time, I put so much art on the walls. Do I really need to paint the walls? I don't know. It's kind of exciting to get better at it because it's a moneymaker. I could make a little money. And, you know, it's funny. This is a gallon, but it looks like it's a quarter of the way empty. That's interesting. And so I'm just mixing it up a little bit. And I'll use this stick to help me spread it around. It's beautiful paint. Gorgeous color. So these things terrify me, these little paint covers. But you know, you gotta just trust it, I guess. And if anything bad happens, you'll be here to see it. All the way around. Make sure it's all the way around. Ah, see, I almost called it good, and I found a bunch that I didn't have. I like to squish some of the air out and then shut the holes. And then go around and test. Kind of gives it... I don't know if I'm telling you anything that means anything. Don't know. So, let me move this guy. Let me tilt you down. Hopefully, I'll tilt you down without destroying the camera. It's a little scary. All right. I want to try to get you a better spot. That's a little better. You'll see more of this side than that side, I think. I think we're all right. I will not be saving any of the paint. This is an older contractor bag. I have scraped it until I couldn't scrape it anymore. So let's hope I don't have an awful lot go off that I feel like, oh no, could have at least saved it for puddle paint. Let's go with it. So I probably, you know, I'll probably use this whole thing for puddle paints and use the Oops Gray I got for puddle paints as well. just because, why not? I just really don't think painting the walls are really in the cards right now for me. Plus it's hot. Maybe when the AC gets put in, I might be into it. And I'm not complaining. No, no. Now, something that really annoys me is this canvas isn't level, and I can't figure out why. I'm gonna need more of that, huh? It's better to go small at first, right? Than have too much. Now I know, I've been watching Katie Stinson art. She's been doing some amazing blooms, and I think they're so beautiful. And so she uses paint, like a PPG from Walmart or from Home Depot or one of the places. But the mixing medium is a Valspar. I have it written down here somewhere because I want to get it. I haven't found it yet. A high gloss, untinted medium. I can't wait. Now I don't know if I'm not a big fan of Dutch pours, but I have a feeling I'd like the bloom. Do you see how the paint is resisting the canvas right there? It's kind of like what happens with epoxy and silicone. So I wonder what that's about. I do. Oh, and just so you know, I found a way that if you wanted to be supportive of this channel, please, of course, smash that like button and share it or subscribe. That does help me get in front of more people. But I understand that right now, a lot of people are kind of struggling with being able to purchase actual pieces of art, but you want to support the channel. So I figured out a way to share my wish list from Amazon for paint supplies. You go check it out, even if you just go there to get inspired for your own paint supplies. We got like paint, color sets in the 16. I like having a backup. I like having paint. Some canvases and stuff like that. Of course, spatulas, because I'm a swiper. I need spatulas in my life. I don't need any more of that paint. I think I'm all right. I'm going to go in with a metal though. Let's see if... I just wonder why it was resisting down here. So that's a cake decorator. Wow, something bad happened out there, guys. It's an unbelievable amount of personnel. I just hope everyone's okay and the animals are okay. I live in farm country. And we've got everything from ambulances to fire trucks going that way, which is west, I think. Yeah, that's west. I'm not wearing a dress today, so I can just go ahead and get paint all over it. I like this. This is good. Just going to hit it with a little of this. And I can't wait to get started. I wonder what's going to happen here. I don't know. But I have used wall paint before. You might remember way back when, if you've been with me for a while, back when I was in Maine, before I even got a studio area in that house, I had painted a wall this beautiful blue so that I could put my paintings up and take pictures for like Etsy. And there was a lot of paint left, and that paint went on a lot of paintings. There's a lot of my paintings that have that blue in it. But it's still been a minute. Okay. I'm going with, this is my Dealio. I'm gonna do a ribbon of blue. See, I first started hearing those things going, and I just started praying. Like, that's a lot. And I'm glad I didn't go out that direction today. I was going to. And I decided, no, country drive with the dog, that's it. I don't need to go into the city. I don't like cities. I don't want to be around all that many people. And in between here and the next, it's a town, probably to you. But to me, it's a city. Kind of reminds me of like Pasco County, Florida. It's a lot of people, but no one knows each other kind of thing. But in between here and there is farmland. So I'm still in farm country. That's really cool. I really like that. Okay. I'm going to play with white right now. And I'm going to do that funky thing that Winter Storm showed me, where I kind of splatter it. Because I really love that. Like, I love that so much. I'm definitely doing it a lot more than she does. But I think it's the coolest. I really like it. I'm going to stretch it a little. Because right at this point, I'm thinking this is the sky that you're looking at. And I'm looking out the window, and it's kind of like the sky out there right now, so that's pretty cool. And I don't know if I complained to you guys the other day, but the tree out front has white flowers, and it freaked me out. I almost had PTSD about all the snow that we just went through. Well, those flowers are falling off now, so it's not going to be doing that to me forever, which I'm very happy about. I'm using a plastic spatula. I highly recommend you go metal. They're just way better. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. It's nice to work on top of that house paint. It's got a nice flow. All right. Oh man, I'm so in love already. I'm gonna keep it going. This might be a long video, guys. Last one was crazy long. It was 54 minutes. But I did more talking than painting. So this time I actually got you down to the canvas faster. So I can talk while I paint. Right? That's really cool. All right, I'm loving that. I'm loving it so much. I'm gonna put a little white on my spatula. Let me wipe it off first. Oh man, that is so pretty. I want to do it again. So I'm going to do it again from over here, down that way. Let's see what happens. Now this is just a craft white acrylic. It's not Amsterdam, so it's probably not going to give me those crazy cells, but it's not, but it's going to be beautiful. It's doing the job. The sky is gorgeous. Let's see if I can make the rest of it happen. I love it. Okay, let me hit it with some fire. Oh, it's gonna sell right up. Okay. It's probably that paint from the hardware store. I have no idea what the eggshell is gonna do to the paint. I don't know. That is pretty cool. You gotta break that tension right there. Come on, you. Just come on over. All this paint's rushing to it, but I should have done my sides, right? This way it would flow better, but I didn't. I still like it an awful lot. I really do. All right. Whew, I'm nervous. So when the mountains touch the sky, I'm looking out the window for inspiration. It's really light against it, so but the mountains themselves are darker that way and then lighter this way. All right. So I'm gonna do one band, and then I'm gonna use some black Amsterdam in it. And I think I should come from this side. I felt like I saw a skip. So there may be a gobbledygook in there. Could be. Let's move it around and see if we find it. Because it'll show up. I think I see. How do you get gobbledygooks, my friend? It's weird. All fresh paint. All mixed really nicely. All right. I'm gonna do this splashy thing again. Oh, that's so nerve-wracking. I don't know if I should. I'm going to anyway. Oh, I have an idea, guys. We'll see. Okay, so I'm going to use a smaller depressor for this. Okay. Oh, I have no idea. But I'm gonna rock it. All right. I'm gonna use the spatula I just used. Okay. Okay. I like that a lot. Okay. More spatula time. Coming from this way. Oh, that's so cool. I'm not gonna repaint. I'm just gonna keep using this guy. Yeah. It's kind of neat. So we got let's see if I can okay. Kind of drives me nuts that this canvas is not level and I can't figure out why. A little nuts driving. And the gobbledygooks, that could be from the base paint. I'm not quite sure. I don't feel like I'm grabbing anything. Okay. This is going to be a more straightforward swipe on this section. Let's see if I can get something to happen that I'm looking for. I'm a little nervous about the black, but that's okay. I can be, I'm allowed. I'm trying to think here. Let me start. I'm going to use this plastic spatula, but I might go in with something else if I don't like it. I'm almost like on the fence about paper towels, but come on, taters. No idea what happened there, but that's okay. Yeah, it's doing something now that I want. Okay. Just feel like maybe this paint from the hardware store might be drying too fast for my taste. So I feel like it's going on here. Okay, this is really neat. Okay. So it gets a lot brighter when it gets closer to you. Whew. All right. Oh, I'm nervous. Okay. I'm using up my green. This is a homemade green. I don't have any actual green paint. I love me some Amsterdam green paint. I love it. Amsterdam is probably my favorite. I have to say. So I want to keep the darker yellow up here. Brighter yellow closer to us, and it needs gold, guys. Gold's probably one of my favorite things in painting. That and of course like a metallic turquoise. I love that. I love that. So I'm going to go back in with black. I'm going to use a much bigger spatula though. So interesting how that paint reacts to that. It's really cool. It's really, really cool. So yeah, that paint dries super fast. Because it's eggshell, I'm thinking. Let me wash this off. I don't want any dry paint disturbing my beautiful sweat. Gorgeous. Let me just wipe my hands off real quick so I don't have anything dripping off my hands, peeling off my hands, anything like that if I can help it. Alright. She's all better now. Oh, I showed you the cookie thing last time, but of course I had no angle. That's the cookie spatula that I'm going to be using in painting. Trying to keep that angle up so I don't get under the paint like I did last time. Got boulders, which I love. But I want them more to be like cells. Come on. Okay, let me rinse my hands off. I'm going to do some fiddling. So the other day I made some stew, and it came out really good. But I like it spicy. But it's been a while since I had control of how much spice actually goes in my food. I do like to taste my food, but I got really accustomed to having a lot of spice. And granted, I didn't want it as spicy as that dude wanted it, but I liked it. I put 2 habaneros in it, which is very typical of the way I used to cook. Just throw the habaneros in it, let it cook. All the flavor comes out of them, gets in the juices, and it's amazing. Well, apparently I gotta boost my spice tolerance. Just saying. Oh, look. It's okay, I can use that. But it's good. Came out great. I love this. I'm so happy. Oh. I love it. Now the mountain that I can see out my window doesn't look like this, just so you know. That's J Peak if you look it up. I've done paintings of J Peak before that actually came out pretty good, using a fluid art method. This one does not have that, but I am not willing to get into it. I don't need it. I see it every day. But it is inspired by this area. So like if I was to replicate more J Peak, I would get some swipes coming in to show the darkness of the ski routes. There's a couple of things I would do, but I'm not gonna do that. This is just a general mountain. And I like how that house paint is so close. I'm trying to think of what else. I know I need more. Let's put fire on it. Let's do that. And I think what I'm going to do after this is get a painting out that I want to redo, because I have a few, and practice with that shovel technique. That's what I'm thinking. Now this house paint is cell activating. It is making that happen to a point. I do want to fiddle some more. I just feel like I need to fiddle. Oh, yes. Oh, I sent out the starfish that I showed in the last video. I'm not going to show it again because I don't have it with me until they get it, because I don't want them to know what it looks like. I'm pretty sure they didn't watch the video. And when you see something that's 54 minutes long, you might not even open it. You know, I like long content. All right. This is pretty intense. I think I still need some more black though. Let me put some more black on this little spatula. I want to come up here a little bit. Scared. It's okay. You can be scared. Yeah, easy, Tara. So, I don't see dandelions. I don't. But I do have something that I can tell is inspired by them, and that's happy. I have tons of tiny little cells down here. I'm wondering if I should do more some tilting. Like, okay, speak English, Tara. More some tilting Tara did. Look at that. I can't believe how uneven this is. Drying it should be interesting. So cool. I don't know. I really like it. I love the sky. I feel like I just want to do a sky. Just a blue and white. I need to stop with this right now, or I'm going to get out of control. With this Oh, don't get upset, Tara. It's okay. You're going to be okay. Don't worry. I just couldn't resist that. Couldn't. All right. A little bit more fire. Then I'm going to hopefully get you off that camera holder and take you in for a closer look. Then we're going to see how she dries. We're not going to see it in this video. First of all, I got to find a place to put it. Maybe get something to stick under it that's going to keep it level while it dries. Because this much tilt is going to change your composition more than you want. Just saying. I can't believe it. But I'm not going to complain. Because I think it's cool as AF. I really like it. Okay, let's get you in for a closer look. Oh, I think what I need to do is just like that. Oh, it makes me so scared. Makes me nervous. Oh, let's go ahead and I'm scared. That's what Sundays are for, right? Okay. So the gold's gonna show and it's gonna be awesome. Right now you can't see it, but it's in there. See right here next to that? That's gold. Sky is unreal. I love it so much. The mountaintop. The fields coming closer to you. I like it. I like it a lot. I have you connected to this thing because I'm afraid. I'm going to take a couple of pictures and find a place to dry, and I'll be back shortly with a redo.